Everybody, welcome to the Join Her channel. This is the third official video of Grad School Truths. So today what I want to talk to you all about is for those of you that are in grad school, learning how to take what you learn in the classroom and actually apply it to real life things, or things that you're learning in life or situations that you're in. So in my program, like I said, I am in the communication program, and I focus a lot around rhetoric, political communication, and organizational communication. So those are the three things that I have seemed to really like when it comes to just looking at different things, different topics that we have to explore in grad school. Because in grad school, you're going to have to pick topics. Do not pick topics that you think the professor is going to like. Do not pick topics that you think someone else, if you're working with a partner, they're going to like. Make sure that this is the advice I would give you. Choose something that you love, and then also choose something that you may be uncomfortable with. And the reason why I say that, if you choose something that you love, like for me, I'm really into politics. Like, if you guys know me, like everybody knows my whole goal was to like Congresswoman Joyner. It's changed a little bit. Politics is messy, but that's besides the point. I have always been involved in organizations, so just looking at how organizational culture, arises and how it shifts. And then also rhetoric. For some reason, I used to hate rhetoric, but now I just love it. So those are the three things that I really I enjoy, and just being able to learn about things that you may be uncomfortable with. And the reason why I say learn about things that you may be uncomfortable with, that way you don't know too much information about it. It's a topic that you're interested in, but you're not stagnant. Well, what can I do with this and this? You're uncomfortable with it, so there's many things that you can do with it. The biggest thing that graduate students and even undergraduate students, I think it's harder being an undergraduate student to apply what you're learning. But in grad school, use everything that you learn. Even if you can't use everything that you learn, take the theories, take the dyads, all the things that you're going to learn, whatever program you're in, and apply that to real life, apply it to situations. Topics that you choose realistic topics. Like I did a paper on, I ended up doing a paper on pedagogy and andragogy. So like basically the study of how children learn and the study of how adults learn. I ended up presenting the paper at a conference, but that really helped me understand not only how I learned as an individual, but how other people learn, and how some people still may learn like children, or some people may learn like adults. But then what does that even mean? What is the difference between learning as a child and learning as an adult? So those are different things that you get to explore. And even with rhetoric, looking at like how concepts and wording and language has changed over time, like it's something that's really interesting to me. But yeah, like take what you use in the classroom and apply it, because in grad school, it's that whole 2 years you're gonna have to have new ways of learning things. And I feel like if you utilize the material outside of the classroom, just like, I'm not saying you have to, well, this is that theory, or this is that theory, or this. No. But just being able to understand that, okay, this is what we talked about in class. Hey, this is how this connects to, what me and my family were talking about, or what old girl was going through, just different things on understanding different perceptions and different situations of things that occur. It really helps. Like I look at situations, and even a couple people, like I've helped them with their businesses based on things that I have learned in class, theories, outlooks. And it's so cool, because it's like once you start understanding how this stuff really applies, then you start understanding how you can use it. And once you understand how you can use the stuff that you're learning, like it's amazing. Like knowledge is truly power. And once you learn how to learn the knowledge and then utilize that as your power, it's wonderful. When you're in class, don't just be the student that If you don't understand something, ask. There have been many times where I have asked questions, and there have been many times where the professor that I had could not answer the question. Go figure. That's what they get paid to do. Whatever. But then there have been situations where I have had to teach myself in grad school. Do not be afraid to teach yourself. Because if you are not comfortable with learning from you, you really might not be comfortable with learning from other people. And who knows you better than you? In grad school, there may be times where you're just not getting what a professor is saying or the way that they're explaining it. You may have to go to a friend in your cohort. You may have to go to somebody outside of the program, a parent. There have been so many times where I have ran things through my parents or like my sisters or like my friends, like my cousin. Like there have been things that I'm like, hey, we were talking about this in class, and I was just thinking about it, and I really don't get it. And they'll be like, oh, well, that kind of sounds like this, boom, boom, boom. So it brings you back to utilizing that stuff in reality, like making it realistic. And I think sometimes the stuff that we learn in our classes, we don't really like make it realistic. We kind of just keep it in the classroom. Well, this is what I learned today in class. Okay, we're just gonna keep it there. Or I was studying for this test, and I only learned this so I can like pass this test, or do this project. No, use it in real life. Like I said, there's so many things that I've learned from our comm department that I actually have become embedded in me. It's really weird, but anybody else who may be in the department, this may have happened to you too, or whatever department that you're in. But take things out of the classroom and use them. Like that is what you are going to school for. You don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste your effort, and you definitely don't want to waste your money. Like, don't nobody want to waste money. And you're in the class for approximately 2 to 3 hours. That's a whole time where you could be writing down stuff, writing down notes. Oh, this is what this makes me think of. And you don't always have to take traditional notes. Like, you don't always have to ask traditional questions. If you have something that you want to know, or you can learn in a different way, explore that. Don't be afraid to test out your options for how you're learning. Like, even though grad school is hard, it is fun. There are parts where it's like those moments you like kind of like struggle through. Sorry, y'all, I'm on my tiptoes because it makes me look taller. I'm really like, yeah. Anyways, but there are moments where it clicks, and when it clicks, you're just like, whoa. Like, I've had so many moments where it has just clicked, and the thing is, it's gonna click when you don't expect it to click, and you're gonna be like, but I just then, so this is what you meant. But yeah, utilize what you learned in the classroom, outside of the classroom, y'all. Be great. And if you don't know how to utilize what you're learning in the classroom, explore other options of like maybe how you're intaking the information, or explore options asking your professor, how can I use this outside of the classroom? That's a big thing, understanding how you can use the material that you are learning outside of the classroom, whether it be at work, whether it be interacting with friends or family, but to better yourself, not only as a professional, but also as, a human. I love the word human, y'all, but no, seriously. So with that being said, take what you learn in the classroom and use it outside of the classroom. Have a wonderful day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be blessed. Be great.